What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Tryhard for Life 69,
And Joey Jr. 93.
and I'm bringing you a gameplay. But the problem is, you're seeing Joey, and he's first prestige. No, this is probably the first week of the game, right, Joey?
Yep, and it is.
And I got my first ever Moab in the first week of the game. I take great pride in this game because I started very late in MW2. I was quite a noob there in those times, but now I've gotten better. This game is a nice rushing Moab for my first Moab. I was just rushing around. I knew the Moab existed because some of my friends had told me, but I never knew, because probably they were lying or something, but I actually went for it myself. And the class I'm running is P90, Sleight of Hand, Hardline, and Stalker. And then my specialist perks are Assassin, Hardline, and Blind Eye. They're a lot different because, I used to be very afraid of air support because it used to be on every day because people used UAV, Predator missile, and attack helicopter, and because it was very early in the game, so an attack helicopter used to be up every single minute of the game. And the reason why it's so laggy was because theater mode back then has greatly changed from theater mode now. Theater mode now is a lot better. The game is a little laggy, but nonetheless, it's my first Moab, and I would love to show it to you guys. Joe, any questions, bro?
Not really. I'm kind of happy that I was here, and this is funny because it's like we knew we had to do domination. It's like we got our Moabs mostly from domination because we're not really thinking of going for the Moab. We're just like doing what we always do. And the funny part is, if we would have known about spawn trapping, it would have been so much easier. We would have gotten much more Moabs than we did before. But as you said, you were Russian, so that wasn't really gonna work anyway. But I see you using the Akimbles here. Did you like the Akimbles like back then?
Well, yeah, because but this was like the first machine pistol anyway, so I might as well use it akimbo. Right off the bat, I knew it was a dirty thing. But once people started overusing it, I didn't want to be a noob, so I changed to the MP9, and I realized the MP9 was better anyway. Because FMG9s are good, to fool around with and go for decent scores, but if you use them every single time, for every single gameplay, and only use them and run around with them with marathon or extreme conditioning, it gets really annoying, and people just don't like that to see that on YouTube, which is my honest opinion. I know Joey still using them, and I use them occasionally, time to time, but me and Joey both don't abuse it because we both know that's very, very, very illegal.
Even though illegal is what we do best, we do it sometimes, not all the time, only when we feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, if this client is trying to go try hard using UAV, counter UAV, which I believe is very scrubby, but you know what, is the way people play, and you can't take that away from them. Basically what I was thinking during this match was, I was going for Moab. I was still having my MW2 and Black Ops mindset, because in Black Ops I mostly played zombies, but in MW2 I used to just run around the map. Like, I still do that, but now I'm more of a caution because for some reason some of Joey's camping has spread onto me. I learned from him to, be a little more cautious. Because of that, it made me a better player. Back then my KD used to be a 1.3, now it's almost a 2. So I gotta thank him for that. And my friend Dede, you guys are gonna laugh at this, but at the beginning of the game, I played MW2 and I never even knew about drop shotting. My friend Dede told me if I knew how to drop shot. I'm like, what is that? And he told me to use tactical. At first, when I used tactical, I knew it was very, very weird because every time I pressed the R3 button, I thought I would knife, but I crouched and people got the advantage on me and knifed me. I know Joey learned the same thing. Joey, what was your experience from switching to default to tactical?
Oh man, I thought that was very illegal when Dede told me. We have to thank him a lot, because Dede is like a complete animal. Like, this man has learned so much things because he didn't start off good, that he told us. He was bad at the beginning of Black Ops and all that. But then as we started playing with him, Tryhard played with him mostly because I had work and all that, and I mostly played zombies. They learned more stuff, and we did too. We all learn from each other. That's how we get better. And Dede just told us, he's like, Joey, Tryhard, you guys, about drop shotting? I'm like, what the hell is that? He's like, go to your options. You press start, go to options, and you change it from default to tactical, and the R3 and the circle switch. So you would knife with circle, R3, crouch. And, I felt that was better because, I used to think the same thing, to knife. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm crouching instead of knifing. What the hell's going on? And I forgot it's drop shotting. And that's how I was. And then, I don't always drop shot though, I barely do. But when I do, I like it.
Yeah, it seems a lot easier to get the kills, in my opinion. And my sensitivity I use for some reason is 2. I know some of you guys use higher sensitivity, but personally I don't like it. I feel like you move too fast and your aim gets like messed up. I know some people get used to it, which I believe is really good because you can turn on someone right away. But I know I use 2. I don't know what Joey uses. What do you use as a sensitivity, Joey?
I'm pretty sure it's like 2 or 3. I'm not sure. Whatever the one medium is, that's the one I use. I'm sorry that I stutter a lot. I was never on YouTube, and I'm very nervous. I'm curious about what you guys think of me already. I hope it's not bad. I hope it's good, illegally good. But criticism. That's how it is. There's always people that like you, hate you. That's just how it is. I want you guys to be honest. Maybe I'm not commentating good enough. Maybe I need to be more funnier or calm down on the funniness, because that's what I do. Like the comedy person, all my friends always laugh, both real life and in the game, and that's what I like to do best. I like to make people laugh, because commentating, very hard at first. When you get used to it, it's fun, and when you make people laugh, you enjoy it more, But there are so many people that just commentate. Not a bad thing, it's good, because, you want people to show how good you are, help them out and stuff. But if you're not funny, people might stop. Not sure if that's true or not, but in my opinion, a lot of people told me they stopped because the guy wasn't making everyone laugh,
At this particular moment, I was having the biggest orgasm. I was basically in my boxers shortless, just screaming like a little girl, screaming into the mic, I got a Moab, I got a Moab, I got a Moab, just saying that repeatedly, non-stop.
I remember I had a headache for like 2 seconds. I'm like, oh my god, what the hell? You alright there, buddy?
I don't know. I wasn't alright. Trust me. My mom came in the room. My dad, like Joe, they're like, "Yo, anything happened?" I got scared. They're like, "It sounds like you had a heart attack." I was like, "Nah, I got a Moab," and they're like, "What the hell is that?" I'm like, something in the game. And then they just walked out. Basically, SMH, shaking their head. Moab reactions. I wish I would have stayed. You guys would have got him trying to take that. But at the end of the game, as you just continued going on a rampage, these people were just fun to kill.
Yeah, look at this Xbox fan. What the hell? This is PS3, buddy. His plan's like Xbox and he thinks he's nice. No, I'm sorry. PS3 is where it's at, in my opinion, because, I got used to it. Everyone's different. But, you gotta be with PS3. Don't put an Xbox clan tag and you're playing on PS3. I don't like that,
Yeah, we have nothing against the Xbox. We just prefer PS3. They're both good systems, but I don't know. I just grew up with the PS3, so I'm more used to it anyway. But this gameplay is wrapping up. Basically, we'll be posting more videos soon, and yeah, expect it. This is Try for Life 69.
And Joey Jr. 93.
And we'll see you guys next video.
And look at Bloody with the final kill.
Oh, the sniper. Thanks.
Bloody.
Thanks guys for watching. See you guys later.